essentially are saluting the new leader. And as they progress around, they will stop at a given point and indeed do 1 clap, 2 claps, and 3 claps. That's what that's all. Master means that he is our most respected brother. It doesn't mean that we worship him. And you'll hear... Secretary, you will read the names of the grand organists for installation.
Brother D. Lynn Newman, Brother J. Jacob Todd, and Brother Edsel D. Krause.
For the Grand Marshals, if you will assist. My brothers, you have been appointed by our most worshipful Grand Master-elect to serve as organists for this Grand Lodge. Is it your pleasure to serve as such, and will you support the Grand Master in the discharge of his obligation? Then you will be invested with the jewel of your office and conducted back to the organ so we can have some music. Secretary, you will read the names of the remaining appointed Grand Lodge officers for installation.
Brother Kevin A. Rebar, Grand Marshal. Brother Carl A. Michael Jr., Assistant Grand Marshal. Brother Jeffrey L. Newman, Senior Grand Deacon. Brother Rafael A. Rodriguez, Junior Grand Deacon. Brother Gary T. Neal, Senior Grand Steward. Brother Timothy F. Cady, Jr., Junior Grand Steward. Brother David C. Deese, Grand Standard Bearer. Brother Reginald J. Eda, Grand Sword Bearer. Brother Theodore Rainovich, Grand Percival. Brother Ralph L. Green, Jr., Grand Director of Ceremonies. Brother William C. Epping, Grand Tyler. Brother William L. Martin, Sr., Assistant Grand Tyler.
brothers, you have been appointed by our most worshipful Grand Master-elect to serve in the several offices indicated. Is it your pleasure to serve as such?
It is.
You will place your right hand over your heart, say your name, and remain silent and give an attentive ear. Do solemnly promise, on my honor as a Freemason, to support our Grand Master in the discharge of his obligation, so help me God. You will affirm your response by saying, I will.
I will.
The loyal Grand Lodge officers appointed by Most Worshipful Grand Master Vorbalis, as per our custom, the retiring Grand Lodge officers retain the aprons of office as symbols of faithful performance. Brother Right Worshipful Grand Secretary, you will read the names of the Grand Chaplain and Assistant Grand Chaplains who will assemble at the altar when their names are called.
Walter F. Burgess, Grand Chaplain. Brother Elwood W. Almer, Grand Chaplain Emeritus. Brother Randall A. Schock, Assistant Grand Chaplain. Brother Jeffrey M. Grog, Assistant Grand Chaplain. Brother Andrew L. Cowley, Jr., Assistant.
Worshipful Brother Grand Chaplain, you will invest your assistants with the sash and jewels of their office and charge them.
As you are all appointed to the duties of chaplain and as being members of the fraternity, but it suffices to say for those who here are present that you are to serve the Most Worshipful Master's opening and closing his lodge, to assist him at all funerals and requiem services, and to be available for all those in spiritual need within the lodge and within the Grand Lodge. We ask you to look forth to that grateful, delighted masonry that you may serve others, as he has been blessed to give us service, we may serve him and this fraternity.
Worshipful Brothers, Grand Marshal and Assistant Grand Marshal. You will now be invested with the jewel of your office and conducted to your station. Pearlstein, you have been elected Right Worshipful Senior Grand Warden, and Brother McIntosh, you have been elected Right Worshipful Junior Grand Warden for the ensuing term. Do you declare that it is your pleasure to serve as such, and that you will assist the Most Worshipful Grand Master in the performance of his obligation?
It is, Most Worshipful Pastor Grand Master, and we will.
Then you will kneel at the altar and assume the obligation. Solemnly promise. Please be seated. Right Worshipful past Junior Grand Warden and Right Worshipful past Senior